Well, hey. Yeah, this is a surprise. Hey, Ultronimus, good to see you. And this will be a quick one because this video that I will eventually make is going to be extensive. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. Probably the second coolest announcement they could possibly make, I guess, with the metal build line is the Zeta. I didn't pre-order it when it first came out because I was like, I'm not going to do that. And then, hey, Zeonic Shadow, good to see you. Sweet. We got Ultronimus, Zeonic Shadow. That's cool. And so what's the surprise Dawn Walker appearance? Second. Okay. So here's the thing. I originally wasn't going to get this because of the price, but then Kappa Hobbies, Kappa, had this, the cheapest I've seen it, and I grabbed it. An R-type ship. Oh no, you're looking. I have one, Ultronimus. I have one, but this is actually the front of the bike for the Biker Mice from Mars. But you're right, the front looked like it, and I do have one. It's up in the attic. I have a Gradius R-type Image Fight. I'm trying to think of the other games. I bought them like back in early 2010s. But it's a name I gave Zeonic Shadow. We'll let. Okay, that's cool. So Zeonic Shadow, aka Coach, aka Dawn Walker. Let's get all this open. I know, right? Like R-type Biker Mice from Mars, same thing. Okay. The main thing is, there we go. These metal builds are smaller than they appear. It's funny how the box is big, but I have 3 others. And yeah, they're a little smaller than they appear. That's the other thing too with the price of these. Sometimes I'm like, all right, let's get to cracking. Yeah, anyway, you notice 5 o'clock stream, just got off work. So this was delivered to me and I was like, as soon as I get off work, I have to stream this. Unboxing it, that is. We're not going to go through all of the little details. That will be for the full review, which I'm probably going to shoot this weekend, even though I have a few others I'm working on. Before I open this, because I love unboxing things. Let's see. So 7 Hills has a lot of ways to play. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know if it's for protection, because there's a lot of protection. So like we got this little piece out, and then there's the some V-fin action. Let me do something real quick. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how this is. I have a couple lights here I can adjust. All right, we got the things for the arms. The other V-fin, so there's 2. Which one looks like it is articulated, which makes sense. The other one isn't. Someone, packages this, and I appreciate that because they have the foam pieces in. You have I'm picking it up right now, guys. This is exciting for me. It's in this plastic sheet here. Oh, you were waking up at 4 a.m. for work every morning? I mean, that's early. I've been waking up pretty early, usually around 6. But that's not to work. That's to work out. Oh man, here we go. This is. I got to get some better lighting. I have another thing that I should plug up here. I don't think I can do it right now, but actually, I got another idea. This thing is on a pivot. Look at that. Okay. I just want to get a better shot. Even if it blocks me a little bit. I don't care. All right, there's some weird physics going on for that to happen. You know what? It is the white balance of the camera. I need to adjust that. I always do that. It's always when I stream, not when I record. All right. Let me do something else. I think this will be a little better. Hey, Taco and Yoshi. Man, we got some cool people in here. That makes me feel good. Getting off work, Zionic Shadow, Autonomous, and Taco and Yoshi showing up. All right. So, man, this feels so... This is the coolest feeling Zeta I've ever felt. And I've felt a lot of Zetas, even though that sentence is weird. Man, I do love the proportions of this already. I do love... Man, this is the best feeling Zeta I think I have ever felt. Look at the real tight markings on it. I'm going to do a little bit of a zoom. Kind of get a good look. I tell you, this lighting. The lighting works good for a cinematic sense, but not necessarily for showcase purposes like this. I should have set that up, but man, I love the proportions. I'm going to grab something real quick to compare. I'll do this in the review, but Verka left. Like, I prefer the yellow and the more of the orangey yellow from the metal build. I have the decals for the Verka Zeta just a few feet from me. I've been meaning all year to do that. Looking at some of the joints here. Actually, let me... Man, I love... It's like this mobile suit deserves this level of whatever it is. Engineering. All right. Let me throw this in here. I want to at least get out like the stand and the wings. Shield. There we go. Yeah, Taco, feel free to even reach out to me if something's bothering you and you just need to get it out. Looking fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot to this. All right. Stand. In this, there's, and I like this, a lot of the, it could be Wave Rider form, whatever other way I could potentially be posing it, and we'll see what it says in here. There's the instruction manual. Love it. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we can kind of see with the stand how there's, these clear pieces. There's a lot to it. That's very typical. So that's good to know. I hate when it says warning may rub off, because that means warning tumble, warning fall. So historically, some of these stands break. I've had my Robot Spirits Penelope Verka or the version Kotoki, and the Chigokin Mighty Strike Freedom. Okay, but never a metal build. I haven't had a metal build connector piece break yet, but See, a lot of these things you're supposed to set and forget, but I play with my toys and I break them accidentally. Oh man, I cannot wait to do the transformation of this. I'm gonna wait and do that live on the video. That way I can, talk about issues. I mean, this isn't a Gunpla, but it has more steps to it than a Gunpla. Okay, so for the Zeta itself, it does require this piece, which is good. It's more substantial than others, but we'll have to see because, yeah, it's better than the Chigoken Mighty Strike. The Chigoken Mighty Strike was a small, tiny little peg. And this is a big, beefy peg. So that's one good thing. But, oh, that's what it was. So this slipped on very easily. The Chigoken, you had to push in, and I think that just caused the breakage to happen easier. Let's pop this in. Oh, let me read. For some reason, when I read... Classic Quarter Gameplays. Adam, how are you? I got to put together a real great Nightingale custom SD. It's got some crazy highlight colors of red, metallic blues, and white and gold. Hey, post that in the... So, Adam, will you be building any Xeon suits again soon? Oh. Well, the video actually went up today, if you hadn't seen it, of the Zaku. Other than that, I'm not sure. But post that Nightingale idea you were talking about. Post that in the Discord if you haven't. Question, how is the feel of it? I find transforming models to be extremely loose. Oh, yeah. I mean, all the transforming models, yeah, are loose. But I will say between, like, this and then the version Katoki Robot Spirits Zeta, those are the version Katoki Robot Spirits has been the best one. And I think it's because it's an action figure and not a model. It's still cumbersome and annoying. But anyway, I wanted to go back to... Oh, you're working on your GBWC entry, Taco Niyoshi. That's awesome. For some reason, when I read Metal Build, I thought it was going to be like the early 00's Sword Strike my cousin had. Yeah, so good point, because when I first heard Metal Build, I thought these were model kits made out of metal, but they're just 1/100 scale action figures, pretty much, with a lot of metal in them. Zionic Shadow, but in other news, build event on the 26th and just booked another event for September 13th. It's going to be a build Gundam TCG. Okay. Zionic Shadow, we need to sync up, because I started thinking of putting a plan together to have an event here in my area. And you have so much experience with that. I'll need to hit you up, because there's a guy I was working with here and he was like, okay, so how many people are going to show up? And so I don't know. There's those very specific things you need to figure out when doing one of these things. Just posted my Freedom 2.0 color scheme. Oh, I'll have to see that. They can be loose. It takes some... yeah, if they're loose, I'm building a lot of parts, maybe a 3-day project. Oh, you're not... okay. Rolando Pastrana, good to see you. We could talk about that. Yeah, Zionic Shadow, I'll hit you up. I will hit you up. I'll either text you and then we can plan when we'll talk. Anyway, let me at least get the wings on here. Yeah, let me get the shield and the wings on, and then on the stand, and that will be it. But that's just for this quick stream. And because tonight, I'll be streaming on Midnight Hatters. Let's see. Okay, I liked the sound and feel of plugging this in. It didn't seem like... it's a mix of plastic and metal. All right. The shield. Oh, it looks like there's 2 connector pieces for the shield, which is annoying. I just want one versatile one. Okay. So that goes into the arm there, but it also has, and I like that they do this, but it's just a separate piece that you could lose. It's just another connector to have the shield connected in a different spot. So I appreciate that. I love the I don't know if you could see it in the light, but the metal has sort of a metallic-ness to the paint. Might be hard to see here. Okay, I got those 2 things on, got the shield on. Feel like Camille, and I'm calling it Camille, should hold the rifle. All right. Get that in without breaking. The hands are a rubbery plastic. It's a long peg for the, which is interesting. So it's not a ball joint because it's a long peg, but then there is a hinge for the wrist. Although I feel like that's still limiting. That's interesting. We'll see when I do the full review. Let's see. Let me go. No, this is it the motor nuclear kit. No, this is the metal build. The metal build Zeta. That's awesome, dude. I love third-party kits like Motor Nuclear. Yeah, I did buy the they made that perfect, wait, no, Proud Defender for the Strike Freedom EX. Right? Is that what it is? Yeah. Yes, it is master grade sight. These are 1/100. So here's the Verka, and there is some difference in the scaling, which I really like. But yeah, Verka next to the metal build. Love it. Okay. Let's get this gun in his hand. Okay. That's going to be a lot of figuring out the rotations here. Yeah, and I love it. Like, look at that joint right here. It's just the metal upon metal to really keep it sturdy. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Looks like you can get it to do some decent. I like putting that up. It looks cool. Okay, I'm going to plug this in. Nope. I'm starting to get some PTSD. I hate these stands when they don't work right. So this I'm going to need to be careful with because, like with other ones, there's the potential to accidentally break it. Oop. Okay, let's... Okay, so you press the button to get the free range, and then I have to lock it into place, but sometimes there's some give. Yeah. Classic Bandai stands are not that great. Okay. I mean, really the problem is even in the locked position, there is a little bit of give. Why this is an issue is if you're doing some ranging and moving around and maybe that give is just right as you're moving it, it will snap off. So it's almost like anytime you want to do something, you should pull off. Yeah, that's how I broke the connector of the Strike Freedom, the Mighty Strike Chigoken, because I was manipulating it with it on the stand. And you shouldn't do that. Oh, interesting. Okay, there's going to be a lot to this when I do the proper review. Let me look at chat real quick, because yeah, I'm not going to dive into the other stuff this weekend, though. I'm going to plan to sit down and go through all of it. Oh, you're making me want to go to the Tamashii Nations in Times Square to pick up a metal build. I think you got to get the right metal build, right? I have, actually, I'd say I like all the ones I have. The High New, I think, is probably the best in terms of value, because there's more to the High New than this, and they're the same price. The Crossbone and F91, there's the other two metal builds I have are awesome. You can get the F91 with its option part set. And the Crossbone one, I got the cheapest Crossbone one. It has the cloth, not the full cloth, but it has like an actual cloth cape. Comes with a parrot. Let's see. I'll sub and check them out later. That's cool. Stands are never great. Yeah, what is it with that, huh? The stands I've used thus far are pretty good, but I admittedly only use them for high grades, and it's more so done in a way that kids... Yeah, I think, though, you can make them work. In fact, I have a lot that I do like, but they seem to just work better for high grades in general. Some do have the small S&P points. You got to be careful. Yeah, snap points, yeah. Let me see what I love is Action Base 7. Yes. So that is so cool, Takanoshi, that you know that Action Base 7 is probably the best. I agree. 6, 7, and 8, I think, are the three best. And I almost want to do a video review comparison. Has anyone ever done the metal figures for the Gundam? Oh, no. But Rolando, that would be awesome. That's the thing. These things just are expensive. So, like, this is the one probably metal build I'll buy for this year. I think the year before last, I got the High New. I would love to get the Camphor. That one is super expensive, though. It's not going to happen. Okay. Well, guys, that was about it. Really, the point of this was just to like unbox it and kind of show a first look, because, man, I'm loving everything about this. This is sick. I didn't even think I would get this. I remember when they announced it, I was like, yeah. But you know what? Money finds a way. All right. I'm 95% sure Action Base 7 is the one I've been using since it was advertised. Oh, yeah, that might be it. Because I want to say they probably came up with that from the 30-minute missions. Hey, Marcos. I know Axis Corp rep, but Marcos, or Axis Core rep. Cool to see. Action Base 7 is awesome so far. The most minimal and unintrusive base. Feel like 6 and below have... Cool. That is so cool that you guys know all this. Pose it for a good thumbnail. Dude, Zionic Shadow with the... Let me do this. And then I'll do like that. And yeah, any of these could be a good... Oh, that almost looks like the intro to Zeta, right? Where it like flies toward the screen. The eye catch or whatever. Man. Love the Zeta. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that Perfect Grade New looks so sick, but yeah, I'm probably not going to buy that. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. This was a lot of fun. Stay tuned tonight on Midnight Hatter's channel. We'll be live. And then, yeah, later this week. And then maybe this weekend I'm going to film the review for this. So, we'll talk later.